What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video of Madden. But this is a special episode, man, because if you are watching this on the day of, it is finally time for opening day for the 2022-23 NFL season, man. It's been a long, it's been a long 6-7 months since we've seen any sort of football, well, any sort of actual meaningful football. And tonight we got the Rams and the Bills, which should be an absolute slug match between two of maybe the obvious Super Bowl contenders at the start of the season. So I'm excited for that. And you know what else I'd be excited for? Hitting 1,000 views, man. We're less than 70 away, which means y'all will be getting that storytime video soon. Only 68 views until we're at 1,000. And then we get the 1,000 storytime episode. And I got a good story for y'all, but hey, like and subscribe while you're here. Appreciate it. And if you aren't or you haven't been, check out my Twitch, man. Trying to stream daily over there and see what's really going on. You know what I mean? I've streamed 2 days in a row, and I don't plan on stopping, so go follow there. You'll catch me for daily streams for as long as I can, as we get a sack with Jordan Brooks. And of course, you can always come to the channel for daily uploads. I'm on a nice little streak. I think that streak may be up to 19 or 20 days in a row. We're almost close to the 1 month mark, you could say. As Winston gets sacked for a loss of 11. But let's focus on the topic at hand, which is obviously the Saints. And I got some stuff to say about the Saints, depending on what actually happens. If Michael Thomas comes back, they've got Alvin Kamara. They've got an okay offensive line. I mean, this team is close. Their defense, I mean, you can see it here in the game. They signed Tyrann Mathieu. They still have Cam Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, and Demario Davis holding it down in the middle. This defense is good. This defense is good. The defense will go as far as the offense does with Jameis Winston as a QB. And the question is, do you believe if Jameis Winston is good enough to be a QB1 and lead the Saints to the playoffs? Jameis Winston has always been an interesting QB. He's the only guy I can think of who's had a 40 touchdown season. I mean, I passed the first down easily right there. A 40 touchdown season, and we're going for it because I believe in my team like that. But let me finally get out what I'm trying to say. A 40 touchdown season, as Kenneth Walker gets the first down, and a 40 interception season. I mean, it's obvious he can make the plays if he has the pieces. That was back when he was on the Buccaneers, and he had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. So if he's got the pieces, he can make it happen. Kenneth Walker gets a nice gain. And I think the Saints in the NFC can definitely be a playoff team this year. I can definitely see them being a playoff team, especially with their solid defense. It's just all up to Jameis Winston and that offense. And if they do have Michael Thomas or not. You know, they've got some guys like Callaway. He was solid last year. Of course, they've got one of the best running backs in the league in Alvin Kamara. They've got the pieces. Can they put it together is the question. Drew Lock cannot put it together and get a shot right in the back corner of the end zone. I'm going to run it. 10 yards on third down. I feel like I got a chance here. We're at the 2-yard line, and we have a decision to make again. And I believe, like I said before, I believe in this offense to get me 2 yards. Not in an outside run because how spread out their D-line is. Kenneth Walker finds a way to make it happen. Let's go celebrate with the New Orleans fans. They don't want any of that, but we do not care. In the franchise here, they are 1-3 on the season, and I'm not sure how, if I'm being honest. They've got an 87 overall defense. They've got an 81 offense. They should be at least 2-2, 3-1. But they're the same record as us, and we're not very good. Lost to the Lions last week. It was a close game. We had a nice lead, but we blew it. Our team blew it in the second half. So, you know, we're not. It's not surprising to say that we lose to bad teams because we've lost to the Falcons, which we should have won. We should have been able to beat the Lions. Almost got an interception off Jameis. He just sub him. We should have beat the Lions. We should have beat the Falcons. We got destroyed by the Niners. There's no way we beat the Niners. Realistically, we could have a 3-1 record right now as he tests Jones on the outside and he gets beat by the tight end. That's just a mismatch for our cornerback out there. But we could easily be 3-1 right now in the season. We could be 3-1. Can I not get off him? I missed the chop tackle, and he's breaking tackles. Hit him again, and he fumbled the football. Jamal Adams got the pickup as he's tackled down by Michael Thomas. Big dude can only take so many hits. They're going to review it. I thought it popped out before.
Just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video
if the refs are like how they are in real life, I should keep the ball. But it seems not. The Saints aren't going to get screwed over by another call like they have before. We don't need to mention the pass interference. The pass interference, that was an obvious pass interference, but it wasn't called. The pass interference push off in the end zone to lose the game. I absolutely miscalculated which way he was going. Took a horrible pass. Michael Thomas, slant boy, gets a good game. But the Saints have definitely been cheated out of some matches. As we stop Kamara on the goal line. But Saints have had their fair share of unfortunate calls that should have gone their way, but they didn't. Run up the middle, we call. And it was. And ooh! Trevon Diggs gets a tackle to stonewall him. They're going for it again. And I should have guessed run up the middle. It didn't happen, though. And Saints get on the board with an Alvin Kamara touchdown. But then again, when thinking about it, the Saints have also deserved at least one of them in the Minnesota Miracle. What kind of tackle was he trying to make, if we're all being honest? If you're watching this and you know about the Minnesota Miracle, Who was he trying to tackle? All he had to do was set up behind him and get a hand on him. But he decides to go so low to where he goes under him on a jump ball, and then it's a free walk-in for Stephon Diggs, who plays tomorrow, and I predict will have a good game. I'm predicting, since we're here, I'm predicting a 2 touchdown games from Diggs. Diggs is going to have a nice game, but it depends on how that Rams defense, I mean, the Rams defense is loaded. You got B-Wag in the middle, you got Donald on the line, you got Ramsey on the outside. You got, I mean, bruh, the team is stacked. The team is stacked. But Josh Allen is a beast. Debatably could have been in the Super Bowl last year if it wasn't for bad overtime rules. And if you want my opinion, I think the overtime rules suck. They're not good, in my opinion. DK, easy first down. And I do think it needs to be so both teams get a chance to have the football. I mean, they got stiffed by a coin toss. Their season ended because of a coin toss. I mean, I couldn't tell you how upset I would be as a coach, furthermore as a player, to lose my season because of a coin toss. And the Bills' offense was on fire. They were on fire. Gabriel Davis turned into a different being. Had like 4 touchdowns, by the way. Crazy stuff. But the Chiefs, you know, when you need one good drive out of Patrick Mahomes, man, you can't doubt him. You cannot doubt Patrick Mahomes when you need one good drive. And he delivered. But the Chiefs have lost some. They've lost some firepower on offense without Tyreek Hill on their lineup nowadays. So depends how effective do you think the Chiefs really be? Will be DK jump ball not there. Is Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes enough? They also have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They picked up Juju in the offseason. They've got some pieces. They've got Mecole Hardman still, who I believe is a stud in the making. He's a super good receiver. Definitely has a lot of potential. And when you got Patrick Mahomes passing you the ball, it's not hard to be good. As Rashard Penny picks up a touchdown on a rush. But this episode is mainly going to be me talking about the NFL season upcoming, obviously, as we are on opening day, and I will be tuned in tonight from opening kickoff till the end of the game. But the Chiefs are definitely a big question coming into this season. Losing their speed threat Tyreek Hill, losing their back-end safety in Tyrann Mathieu. Do they still have what it takes? As we get a fumble off of a sack, Jordan Brooks recovers, and we're going to house it for 6. Diggs on my user blitz. The overload, the middle, and we got in there, and we forced Jameis to fumble the football. But the Chiefs, like I was saying, are definitely the team in question for this season. Can they pull something out? Is Mahomes' magic going to make it happen? What other teams do I have I'm definitely keeping an eye on? Tom Brady. Is Tom Brady still Tom Brady? I mean, here's the thing, right? After being a football fan for so long, there's one thing you learn, man. And it's never to doubt Tom Brady. I mean, I'm going to be honest, all these times when I'm like, oh, man, Tom Brady's old, he's done, and then he comes out and wins a Super Bowl. You cannot doubt Tom Brady. That's for sure. But I don't know. He retired, decided, nah, I want to come back. Is his retirement a sign of him realizing that his time is in the league is almost up? Because he's been in the league for a long time, man. He's been in the league before I was born. And he's still in the league now. He's easily spent over half of his life playing in the NFL, which is a crazy stat to think of. So I missed a tackle. Nice job. But Tom's he's been in the league for a long time. But is his time finally up? Is his time finally up? Is Tom Brady, as we know it, finished? They can't get it off. They should have spiked it, which is what they would have done in real life, but the CPU isn't as bright as and like they're not as bright as Jameis has completed every pass from what it looks like. No, he hasn't, but he's almost near. But the Bucs will definitely be a team I want to keep an eye out for. What's some other storylines we can talk about, man? What is the Browns' ceiling without Deshaun Watson for 11 games? How many games can the Browns actually win with Jacoby Brissett at the helm? In my opinion, probably the second, the second best division in football, which is usually, in my opinion, the best division in football. As I will announce, I am a Steelers fan. The AFC North. When you got 4 teams that could easily, fully healthy, make the playoffs. How far can the Browns go with Jacoby Brissett at the helm? For 11 games, because Deshaun Watson is out for 11 games. When Deshaun Watson gets back, will the Browns even be in playoff contention after 11 games? Is the question you need to ask yourself. Because, I don't know, man. Their defense has always been solid. I mean, they got one of the best defensive players in the world in Myles Garrett. As Kenneth Walker gets it in there. But Myles Garrett, you can't doubt him. He's always in the mix. He's always good. You can't doubt him. But the AFC North there's a lot of questions. Like, how far will the Browns go? How are the Ravens going to make this offense work without a true number 1 wide receiver? Is my question. Is Lamar Jackson going to be capable to put that team on his back without a wide receiver 1, without a solidified, I'll say, wide receiver 1? I mean, obviously, we all know he's got Mark Andrews, which is, you can easily debate a top 3 tight end in the league. Top 5 tight end is also debatable. You can't doubt Mark Andrews. He's always been solid as somebody who is a fan of a team in the NFC North. I see the Ravens quite a bit. I mean, it's probably, in my opinion, the best rivalry in football, Steelers-Ravens. Smash mouth football, as they said. As I'm going to go on a talk about the NFC North. I mean, the AFC North now. Was the Bengals season a fluke? Or are they really going to be the team who takes over the AFC North?
thus far that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the side.
Was it a fluke? I mean, was it a fluke they made it to the Super Bowl?
Here comes the Saints punter now. As he'll kick
Was it a one-off great season from Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and their dream team?
Returnable for Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
Is Mitch Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers, is Mitch Trubisky going to be able to lift the offense up? Or will the offense will they crumble like they have before back in 2018 with Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges? How good is Mitch Trubisky when he's got? We've seen him in Chicago when he's got a great a great defense at his disposal, and you cannot. If there's one thing you can't deny about the Steelers, man, is their defense will make it happen. They will get the stops. They'll make the plays when they need to, when it needs to happen. But can Mitch Trubisky put it all together on the offense? Their offense has a handful of weapons. When you got one of the best up-and-coming running backs in the league in Najee Harris, you've got, in my opinion, top 10 receiver in Deontay Johnson. You got Chase Claypool. You got NFL young boy in George Pickens, the dog. The offensive line is shaky. You know, can Mitch Trubisky weather that storm? Another team I have questions about, the Packers. Can the man Aaron Rodgers get it done without Devontae Adams and any, once again, just like the Ravens, without any true wide receiver ones on the team? I've seen people making their calls. They're saying the Vikings are going to win the NFC North division, which is definitely something. Because if it's been, the Packers have had that division on lock for years. But now without, I mean, they got Aaron Jones still, but without a Devontae Adams, a true wide receiver one who Rodgers can pass the ball to. I mean, we've seen he's chewed out his wide receivers in camp of how they've not performed. We'll see what they do. How much time do you give Tua left as we get another fumble recovery? How much time does Tua have before they look for a replacement? He's got weapons. They've been constantly loading the arsenal for Tua to be successful. They went out, picked up Tyreek Hill. They've got Mike Gesicki at tight end. They've got a solid batch of wide receivers who are good enough to be twos. They went out and signed, what's his name? They signed a decent running back, and I believe Matt Breida. Or maybe it wasn't Matt Breida. I can't remember, but they went out and signed a decent running back. How much longer is Tua the starting quarterback of the Miami Dolphins? Can Mac Jones and Bill Belichick take down? Can they take down the Bills? That's also a question. I feel like I could come up with a storyline for each team.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and
is Trey Lance the key to the Niners' success? Do you believe he's better than Jimmy Garoppolo and will be able to lead that team in the right direction when it comes down to it in the fourth quarter when they need a game-winning drive? Will the Rams repeat? Do they have it in them to go again?
This would be their third straight defeat.
Can the Saints put it together? We talked about earlier this video.
He'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat,
What more do you need? I mean, this season is gonna be a fun one. There's a lot of storylines, storybook stuff incoming. Will we see any dark horses make a big name for themselves? Are there going to be any upsets in the division? I mean, will the Colts choke away their playoff chances again by losing to the worst team in the league? As Justin Coleman gets an interception off Jameis Winston. Will Russ cook in Denver? Almost forgot about it. Will Russ cook in Denver? Thankfully, they showed Denver versus the Colts at the bottom of the screen. I wouldn't have said anything about Russell Wilson in Denver. Will Russ cook? Will he be able to bring Denver back to glory like when they had Peyton Manning 7 years ago? I mean, hey, crazy to think that your team is the team you beat in the Super Bowl less than 10 years ago. Can Russ cook? I mean, he's got weapons. That's never been in question, was his weapons. I mean, he's out there. He's got Jerry Jeudy. Oh, man, and there's more, but I can't think of them right now. He's got... come on, man. He's got the running back. The running back is a very good... Cortland Sutton, the wide receiver. Their defense is good. I don't even know he comes from fair catch. The defense is good. I mean, what more can you say? This NFL season is gonna be good, and I'm glad. I'm looking forward to it. But I mean, there's obviously always, as I get a user alert, can I take it into the end zone? Obviously not. But there's always the $1 million question. There's always the $1 million question. And Kenneth Walker get in the end zone. There's always the $1 million question, and that's what I'm going to end this video off on. So before I ask, I want to say I appreciate y'all for watching, hearing my takes for the opening season while we get a Seahawks rebuild video in here. We're thrashed, the Saints. Like and subscribe. We're close to 1,000 views, 70 away. Follow me up on Twitch. I'm trying to stream daily. Got a goal right now to stream 7 days in a row, and this will be day 3 today. Come check me out. Make sure to tune into the Bills Rams. It's gonna be a fireworks show. Is there anything else I need to say? Follow me on my Twitter. I'm gonna make a TikTok account for clips very soon. So if you enjoyed TikTok, you can check me out on there with my clips of probably my streams. I can do clips of my streams, anything funny, anything interesting I remember. I throw it up on there. Let me hit the dagger with the interception. Michael Thomas, no way. I can't ask the question yet because the game isn't over. Well, I still have commentating to do here. Saints driving on me. They're going for a touchdown to get some dignity back. And I want to end it there. Goodbye, Saints. With the $1 million question, as always, while we're here, who will be the Super Bowl champion, man? Who's gonna bring the Lombardi home this year? Hope y'all enjoy this season. You know I'm watching. You know I'm tuning in. I'm there with y'all every step of the way. All we can hope for is a great season. Appreciate y'all watching, man. Till next time.